self-aware because you don't have bleeding as the way to tell when you've reached menopause, but be self-aware to the other symptoms that we mentioned, such as hot flashes, night sweats, change in mood, sleep. And you should still advocate for yourself in the same way as if you did have your uterus, because your estrogen over time will decline. So it really is, what is my transition throughout this perimenopausal, menopausal phase? And the bleeding might throw it off a bit because you can't tell, but you will still experience some of the other things. So I would say stay attuned through mind and body of what you're experiencing.
There's one thing I forgot to say. Thank you for your question. I wonder whether somebody out there was saying, ooh, I wanted to ask that question, but I was afraid.
Hi, this may be TMI for some of you, but I'm hoping that this will help you all with your medical health. Sometimes the doctors, you go in, I went in because I was having discomfort in the vaginal region because of my age, I'm 60. They believe that it may have been menopausal or postmenopausal because of my age. The doctor did an exam on my bladder, and we learned that I had thickening of the bladder walls. And the first thing he asked me was, do I hold my urine frequently? My answer was yes. And as women, and talking to other women, I learned that I started sharing with others, when you have to go, go. Don't hold it, because I didn't realize that that was creating health issues for me, because it didn't come to light until I started having issues. So I share that to say it may seem like it's something else, and once they start doing the proper exams, you learn that it's something else that you created for yourself. So ladies, go to the restroom when you have to go, don't wait.
And I think that's just important advice. Don't assume it's one thing, it could be another. So talk about it and ask about it. Amazing. We have one last question back here.
You were mentioning, do your research, right? I wanted to ask, why is the public forum your go-to? Why is that the most accurate information?
The public forum?
Yeah, sorry. You mentioned...
Oh, the public health department?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, one of my leanings for people's getting good health information is to go to a place that has experts providing the information for the public in a way that's not biased. And so, an organization like Austin Public Health, which is supported by the county and the city and the state and the federal government to make sure really accurate information is available to people in multiple languages, broken down at a level that's easy to read and understand, is one consistent source. It's not the only one. Public health websites are helpful. Now, for depending on what the issues are, for a medical problem, sometimes I'll also pick a certain hospital system, university system, and say, I like the kinds of patient information they put out there. And so, but I try to stick with those reliable sources and not the kinds of pop-ups that I get on my phone or my Facebook page, or that my cousin posts on our family chat.
And as we finish this up and we have to be pulled off the stage.
We have one more question.
Oh, one more.
I haven't heard this asked yet. I know as a Black woman, going into doctor's offices can be actually scary just because we're not believed very often. I chose to have a home birth literally because I felt like I was a number in an OBGYN office. So my question is, can you give some advice for women to advocate for themselves in situations where they're not believed, when they're saying that there's something wrong, or they're wanting tests to be run and people are not wanting to do that? What are some things that women can do to try to prevent that happening in doctor's offices?
Nobody can tell you what you're feeling in your body, right? Don't let anybody tell you that. If you're feeling it, it's real. You just need to get to the bottom of it. And I'm going to let Jewel add to this.
That's really true. I wasn't finished. May I finish my sentence? I need to tell you the rest of what I was trying to describe. I hear what you say. This is what I read on the Mayo Clinic website. Is there somebody else in your practice that I can see for another opinion? I hear what you're saying, but that doesn't apply to me. Some examples.
Keep asking, and keep searching for the right doctor and the right answer. You know, it's not that we should go after somebody to support everything we feel, but you feel it. It's your body. You know what's going on. And one last thing about empowerment.
Can I say one other thing about that?
Yeah.
Regulations now also give you the ability to look at your medical record and correct the information that's in it. So if you see that something was left out or misrepresented because of the way people point and click and put information in now, ask for it to be corrected.
All right, just real quick, we don't know what's happening with the funding for women's health going forward, so you be your own advocate and you find resources and you keep pushing and asking and pushing and asking, and don't give up. And live healthy and live well.